Hi everyone, it's Sheena from For the Love of Paper. I'm back to do part 2 of this ring-bound Tim Holtz Readers Digest style journal. I do have some things set in here in place to kind of like work on. I might finish everything in this one, so it might only be a part 2, but I'm eager to work in this, so I need to just sit down and turn the camera on. Otherwise, I'm doing it without recording anything. So, the pocket's there from last time. I do want to, this is a little tab cluster I've made before, and I want to add that to the front of the pocket and then put that little like Tim Holtz journal card in there. So that's the first thing I have set here to do. I want to wrap that around there before I glue it down, just so then it's going to stay. And it would be an L this direction. It's super hot today. Well, more humid. I've still been outside most of the day, but I was sitting outside, like on my stoop, just finished a book that I started probably like a year ago, and just let it sit, and probably for lack of interest, and I just decided I needed to commit, finish it, and that's what I've done, focused on this week. So now that's a little pocket there. Let's flip through and see what else I have in different places. Trying to remember. I feel like I did something. Oh, I remember what I did. This, I put a piece of like old paper back here and then put a piece of washi tape over it because there was a little tear there, but I didn't want to cover up this image. So that's something I did just to preserve the page. And I did that on camera the last time. I feel like there's probably something else. This is like a little weak in this corner. I don't know that it's weak. It's not pulling on it, it's not tearing, but it was folded. It was creased, so I might put something on the back side just to keep that from continuing to crease. I have a basket here of things that I have pulled. Get this out of the way. I think I want to put a flower or something on that. I know there's more things set up in here. Somewhere. It's got to be here towards the back. Oh, here's one. There's a little tear in this piece of old like loose leaf paper, so I'm just gonna put that on there. I don't want to use the white part, so I'm gonna tear that, and I think I might, it's a deco roller, I just want to use a regular roller. Come in a little bit and just glue that to both sides of this. There's still going to be plenty of writing space throughout this whole thing, but this will just be a little cluster here. So my glue book, save that little piece. I save all the insides of the Reader's Digest and use them as the glue books. So this glue stick's a little stringy, so I actually think I'm going to take a little off here. And since I did it to that side, I'll do it to this side, just so it's all the words. Okay. Just adds a little interest to the page and just tightens up that where there's a tear. paper's too nice to not use. It's even got the coloring to it, but you just have to improvise and make sure this is somewhat straight. Like that. It's a little bit crooked down here. So we'll just let that dry. That just adds a little something there. And I actually had pulled out 2 pieces of Florentine paper. So I think what I'll do is tear this little section right here. Oops. And put that on there as well. Maybe, I don't know if that's going to be bold enough. I'll try. Yeah, it just adds a little color behind there. I don't know if the right word is greedy. Hoardy. I'm a little bit hoardy with the Florentine paper. If it was easy to access, then probably I wouldn't be so much, but I get them from Etsy shops and mainly Rachel at Roxy Creations. A little bit of that word border. That just adds a little something there and strengthens that up. I could do something to the back. I don't want it to be identical though. I do have this piece of paper. Put on there and then put something on top of that just while I'm right here, and then I'll come back to that. I'll put it on this side. Okay. And I'll probably put like a flower or something on there. This is all good. This pocket I want to put on here. But I do think I need to make the angle a little deeper. A little deeper, maybe a little less. Because I don't want it to hit the, yeah, that's better. So I can go ahead and do that. And this is just a pocket I made from scrapbook paper. A little corner tuck pocket. I'm actually running low on things that I've already created, like pre-made ephemera. Some people just make videos of ephemera and then keep it, and I'm actually running low on that. So that takes care of that. That's what that was clipped with. Here's another page. It's the same page as the front one. It's not like ripping out of there. It's just like this darker edge is a little bit more fragile. So I think I have this here to do something similar. No, I'm not sure I want to do that. Actually, I am. I remember what I wanted to do now. Okay. I think I'm going to keep it as wide as it is. I haven't found it, other than this glue sticks. I hope it does. Stinks. It stinks. I don't even know how to explain it to you. It smells very sour. It seems to be holding just fine. My preferred glue is Scotch Create, and I actually just bought a bunch while it was on Prime. I think I got four of the large sticks for $8 maybe. It takes longer. It's not like it's a Prime deal, but it doesn't come in 2 days. It's not going to come till like next week, but because it was on sale, I grabbed that on Prime Day. Okay, now this is what I wanted. One of the reasons I pulled this. You have to be careful of the way you tear these pages so you don't get the wicking of the paper. So you always want to pull towards you, which I'm sure you probably know. Just sharing. Certain things I don't mind if the white's showing, but there's also certain things that I don't want it to show for. So that takes care of that. I was thinking, it's this one. There's some strips in here. There's one there. It's a little smaller than what I was thinking. I want something a little bit thicker. I use a lot of these for like collage images. There's some strips in here. Circles. There's one. That's a little too clashy. Whoa. Maybe something a little bit more subtle. Could also use washi tape. Where's it at? Grab one more. Well, actually, just want to look, because there's some full pages stickers in here that I have yet to use. Nope. Am I like pretty much off the screen? I sure am. Well, that was boring. I just like that paper there. What's that one? Flowers. I'm actually using, oh, it's not solid. What is on there? Well, that's interesting. It's like a, not a full sheet. What is that? Someone's profile. Who would have knew? Who would have knew? And what's that? A star. Interesting. Well, that's wasteful. A whole page. Well, that's not gonna work. This has this paper here, so I actually think something not too clashy. What's this? I don't know what this is, but I'm liking this. Like, looks like little acorns. Let's do a strip of this. Just add that there. Again, there's no reason for it. Just kind of creating a little collage piece. Well, maybe this is where I was thinking the strips were. Interesting. This one I just got at Michael's, actually. I had never seen it there before. I know this is a whole piece of a big sticker. I don't know where I would ever use that. I'm just gonna take this thing right here. Bring it back over here. Just like that. So that adds a little something to that side. Somewhere I have a tag. I'm not sure if this is gonna fit in here. Might be too wide. Yep, I made the pocket too wide. Okay. So something's gonna go in there. On this side, was there a second side to something else I did? This right here. Just looking for something to go on that little spot. What was that? See how big we are. That's gonna blend in too much. That's like a little frog there. that these are odd and not typical, I do want to go ahead, maybe I'll take this one for the back side of that one. So I'm going to take an oval. Paper. I wonder what this right here would look like. I actually think that's going to be just fine. So that's the back side of this one. Are we stuck somewhere? There's that little collage piece. This is on the back. And then the other side was this right here. Before I do that, let me grab a piece of washi. Maybe this wide. Oh, how about this one? Just dump that basket. Cut it. Cut that off of there. About there. Cut that a little bit straighter before I go sticking it down. So this just adds a little detail. And then this, I'm still gonna glue this too. I didn't glue the other ones, and it actually sounds pretty sticky, but just to be certain. I like that they're not like 186 is showing. Perfect. And then that just adds a little bit to that. All right. So now we finished both of those. I saw something. I'm not sure which one it was. This. Right there. And I have little circle reinforcers. So what I'm gonna do, this is like a little rose or a bronzy gold one. I'm gonna cut it in half since it's already on the binding. And then just put this in there. Very carefully. So I'm gonna need one more and make it into thirds. It stuck well. Perfect. There. Now it's completely good on this side. Okay. These are homemade, not perfection. Handmade. Homemade. I'm making it at my home. All right, so that's gonna have a tag tucked in it. Now this is reinforced. this is something I did. I did this little, there was like a mailing slot because it's an envelope, and you would have put like, I don't even know what that would have been because that doesn't even make sense. Your postage would have been up here because the image is actually this way. But there was a white box back there. So I put this sticker and then that old postage stamp from Italy, maybe 1 cent postage stamp. So I had put that on there. This is just clipped on there, and I pulled something to put in that. I'm gathering too many things now. I pulled this. I want to see. I didn't try if it's going to fit. So this will get decorated with a little something on there, but I want to see if this is going to fit. Oh, it does perfectly. Okay, so I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to just let it in there though. Because I'm not even sure what time I'm at. 26 minutes. So that's there. This is good. This is going to need something. It's this pocket here that needs glued down. And it's a wrap around on that. And then I also have this I cut down I want to put here. So I'll go ahead and do those now. And then we'll see what else. So this would be down here at this edge. I know I'm off screen. Here. Just in that amount of time to get closed up. Out. There we go. And then along this side, oops. And then I'm also going to do it here and along this side. I may have, should have not done both at the same time, but that side and that side. Because it's folded around, I probably didn't have to do the bottom, but just so it's not gaping. I'm just curious. That tag could go in there or something else. And then that's the back side. And we'll go ahead and do this one. I'm itching to do another one of these already, and part of me was just gonna make one. And I'm like, you have got to finish the one you started. You committed, decorate it, list it, and then do another one. But they will all be the same technique. This is a sticker here that I had fussy cut. This is a sticker from one of the sticker books, and then some decorative paper book page. This is a part of Rachel's at Roxy Creations ephemera pack, and then just a sticker there. And this is a piece of ephemera just stapled on. Okay. So, I think in my head this was going to be a bird, but that's not going to be a bird. So this could actually go in there. Like that. Okay. I think everything pre-prepped for this is now done. I didn't put anything on that. I don't know that I need to. Just thinking. those are all the pieces that I had concern with. That's done. And I don't want to decorate everything. I guess that's the other part of it. Because that's like this. You could collage a photo on that yourself, and you could write on this side. You could collage on this side and write on this side. Put a photo on that and write on the back side. So I don't want to do, I don't really give you and whoever purchases it enough space. I do like that. So maybe I will do. Maybe I will. This is rag paper. That's the only reason why I didn't want to necessarily cover this up. Because it's very yummy. Let's see if I could just put something there and not cover up this side. Some of these things are just weird. I would never use that dragon on anything. I kind of like this one right here. I'm going to fussy cut around that a little bit before I stick it down. Just so it's not so much of the trim. This weekend is, I don't think you can hear it because I have 2 air conditioners running, but it's bike week in our town, which I love. Most people aren't, especially if you live in the borough like I do, people are not a fan because all you hear is them roaring through the buildings all day long, but I love it. And it's 7:30, so maybe they're all eating dinner right now. Why is that not coming off of there? I have a parade on Sunday. My father, when he was alive, he had a Harley, so I think that's where my love for it came. Peeling a sticker and then trying to cut it is not the best idea. Yes, the other day I put it on a piece of paper and then cut it and then glued it, but that logic escaped me. Okay. I really want to get in between those antennas, but I fear I'll make a mistake and chop them off. How not to fussy cut. Okay, we're stopping there. We are stopping there. Now it's stuck back to itself. Oh my goodness. Get it together. This book is definitely sticky stickers. Oh, gracious. Put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. Okay. Okay. All right, that brings this blue over a little bit, so that's good. And again, a photo could go on here. Something I didn't show. I'm just looking. This is pretty bland, so I think I want to use something pretty vibrant. Maybe this one. Does have orange in it, and there's a few orange words at the bottom of this paper. Put it all the way at the bottom. There we go. Chop that off. And that just adds a little something. And you could even paper clip a photo on that side. Perfect. Okay. So I think I did not show you. I have this little bundle that's gonna come with it. And it's just the other piece of this like ruffle that is like a piece of starry silk. So I have that clipped on here, this little Tim Holtz piece, this bird card, a vintage photo, a vintage playing card, and then I took the spine of the Reader's Digest and turned it into a bookmark with some vintage ribbon. It's actually, is it called seam binding? Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, it's like vintage seam binding lace stuff. So I put that as the topper on it. And then this is just gonna come like a little set clipped together that can be used. I think the only thing I then didn't do is that I need to put something in there. I will put something in the pockets. I need to put something in there. So 1, 2, let's see what I have here. So I feel like I have a journal card here. That thumbnail's there, or that thumbnail, that thumb hole there is to be able to lift that up, and I can't. There we go. So there's one, and let me see. I should have one like a narrower. These are different sizes. Tuck those in there like that. So there's 2 journal cards in there, both Tim Holtz. Something for this, and this, I'm just grabbing things. These I think are fun. Just these 2 little to-do list, daily schedule pieces can go in there. So that's those 3 pockets. This has the piece in it, so that needs decorated. But I think outside of that, oh, this needs something. care of. That side. There must be something. Where is my little, this thing? Something, yeah, I think it's fine now. Something was making them stick together. Maybe it's this right here. Okay, so that's better now. This is like something, maybe it's full of cornstarch or flour, or I don't know. Something powdery that takes the sticky away. Okay. That has a little thing. I don't, like I said, I don't want to do something to everything. That's where you can be creative too and create your own little pieces. So let's see. Just digging through this basket. There's something in those pockets. I did get every pocket now. Yep. So it should just be oh, I need to put something in here. I'm not sure what that could be. Maybe a vintage index card. Is it too deep? No, that should fit in there. Perfect. And maybe I have so many things. Let me grab something really quick. I'm grabbing a word card and a little vintage cigarette card, and tuck those in there. Tuck those in there. Now I think every pocket is full. Yeah. This just needs, what time am I at? 43. This is like a tag, and what I think I want to do is this punch here. And maybe a little flower or something right there. I'm just looking. These pieces that I have left over. That's the same kind of paper. I'm just thinking if I wanted to make a pocket there, but and there was that little piece of, there it is right there. This. This is a piece of book page. I'm gonna take that off. Just kind of building a little cluster on here. Like that. If I were labels. Okay. And what I think I want is maybe like that flower right there. These are Roxy Creations. What about that yellow? Nope, I like that one. All right, let's see what this happens with this really quick. And then I think it will be done. I may add a very few personal, not shown, fun touches. Before I do the final version video for listing, but there will be a video of the final version on the list for its listing. And I'm not getting super close because those words can show. Oh my goodness, I almost chopped the whole flower off. With the background that's on there. It's fine. So we have this little cluster here. Just to add something. Let me go ahead and glue this down. Okay. And you could definitely obviously write on this piece. Just take that corner off there. Use and save and use all your scraps. Put that there. And then this. Okay, let me get rid of all these pieces here. Oh my goodness, it looks so tiny now. Super tiny. Extremely tiny. With a super mega label. Well, that's interesting. Problem is, I think I need it to be taller. Because no matter which one I cut out, it's going to feel very petite. So, let's see. Just weighing the size, put that up there. I really wanted orange. That's too wide. What about this? And I'm gonna do that's going to be okay, but I'm going to put this on something. Now come in here and fussy cut some of this white out. It's interesting what they choose the back color is around these stickers. Some are purple, some are teal. gray. This is almost like stark white. It's not. If I put it next to white, it wouldn't, but it does look that way next to the book page. Okay. Well, we get rid of some of this. Not very graceful with things such as cutting. And I have massive fingers, so just being graceful with scissors in the first place was a challenge. I know I've said this before, but I'm not even someone that can like hand sew because I've snapped the needles, which sounds very aggressive. I don't know what, I just, stuff like that's dainty. It's a little outside of my wheelhouse. I'm not sure I'm getting in that center as much as I should. I actually have an idea. Okay, take away the excess. I have a knife. It looks like a pen, but it's got a knife tip. And I might be able to set it down on the mat and get in there and get that out. I know some people can like cut a V or something to get in there and get in that, but I'll try and use that like precision knife. And I'm gonna be super feeling a type of way if this doesn't end up being the right proportion, but it should be. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Okay, so my thought is get rid of all this stuff everywhere. This thing. I don't know if you can see that, but and we're not gonna go anything just like there. It spins, so we're not gonna go terribly close. Well, it doesn't spin depending on the way you're cutting it on your mat. The blade turns. I'm not looking for perfection. I just want to get the greater portion of that out. There we go. That's what we're going with. And now I can glue this down. Gluing book page on book page is a little difficult. See? You can't even see it. Okay. I actually see a little thing. Dare I? This way. time to stand. Thanks for the advice. Oops. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put that there. The whole back side could be writing like a tag. Oops. So that. It's gonna go in here, and that's all done. So that one there, this clip, and there we go. Like I said, it's gonna come with that. Yeah. And like I said, I do anticipate, I'm just picking up the things that fall to the floor. Making more of this style because I literally have hordes of Reader's Digest. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what this is going to look like. Yeah, cap to the glue. Cap to the glue. Here it is. And obviously you can use these things to reinforce any page that you, when you are using a ring bound journal that gets a little weak. Because paper does tear, but yeah, I think that is pretty good. Plenty for you to add your own little touch to. Lots of room for collaging. I partially want to make one of these for myself just to collage and journal in myself. Like I make a lot of these and then I sell them. I do have some. I don't know that I have a handmade journal that I made myself that's this style. That's not true. I have art journals, but still not even this style with all these vintage pieces and stuff like that. So, that's where we're at. We do have some pieces sticking out. I might put some, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put some whale tail tabs in here in different places, or like little fabric tabs, and that will be like the final step to it, because I do kind of like fabric and textile in my things. And there's only 1, 2, and then a few, 3. There's another one back here somewhere. And that's something I probably could add a little touch to. But yep. As far as the decorating though, the massive decorating, I hope you enjoyed this. And again, that's going to come with it. I love the colors of this. This is the book that was the end here. The thing. So all right, well, have a good evening, and again, I hope you liked seeing what this has turned into, and I will see you again soon. Bye.